Hello, Buffalo Bills fans! Our team is ignited with thrilling updates that have paved the way for collective excitement. Some fans express reservations, finding it challenging to absorb the unfolding narrative. Hit subscribe to cast your vote of support for the Buffalo Bills and join us in unraveling the nuanced layers of this groundbreaking news. The Buffalo Bills defense lived up to expectations in the 2023 NFL season, finishing 9th in total defense and 4th in points allowed. Strong defensive play has become a hallmark for Buffalo in recent years, with the team finishing in the top 10 in defense in 5 of head coach Sean McDermott's 7 seasons, achieving a top 5 defense 4 times and the top defense in the league twice. This consistent excellence can be attributed to several key factors, including stability among the coaching staff and the consistent performance of the defensive players. Looking ahead to the 2024 season, the Bills' defense is expected to be formidable once again. Despite some significant changes in the spring, the team is bringing back 9 defensive starters. However, this expectation is not reflected in Sports Illustrated's latest NFL defensive triplets ranking. Writer Gilberto Manzano identified the top 3 players on each defense in the league and ranked them accordingly. For the Bills, he chose defensive tackle Ed Oliver, linebacker Matt Milano, and cornerback Rasul Douglas as the top 3 defenders, placing them as the 29th best or 4th worst defensive trio in the league. Oliver has been a steady force in the middle of the Bills' defense the past few seasons, but the Bills could use a star edge rusher to help him on the defensive front, Manzano wrote. Milano will look to return to his all-pro form after an injury-riddled season. Douglas immediately improved the Bills' secondary after being traded by the Green Bay Packers midway through the year. Manzano certainly identified 3 talented and deserving players as the defense's best, though we'd also like to acknowledge the consistently excellent nickel defender Taron Johnson, breakout linebacker Terrell Bernard, and defensive end Greg Rousseau. In 2023, Oliver established himself as one of the league's best interior pass rushers, achieving a career-high 9.5 sacks and an impressive 72 total quarterback pressures, according to PFF. Milano was on track for another stellar year before fracturing his tibia in Week 5, while Douglas made a strong impact after being acquired at the trade deadline, recording 8 pass deflections and 4 interceptions. Buffalo's placement relative to the rest of the league is somewhat puzzling. 29th? While there are certainly outstanding defensive talents across the NFL, the argument that the Bills' defense thrives primarily on scheme and overall cohesion rather than individual elite talents can be made. Nonetheless, suggesting that 28 other teams have a stronger top 3 defensive players than Buffalo seems like a stretch. Only the Arizona Cardinals, Washington Commanders, and Minnesota Vikings rank below the Bills on Manzano's list. Teams such as the Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos, and the New England Patriots are ranked significantly higher, which raises some questions. It's certainly a peculiar ranking for the Bills, but it's understandable for an outsider to be skeptical about the team given their offseason moves. Buffalo will simply need to prove its critics wrong throughout the 2024 season.